Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, family. Yeah, I'm at work. It's Sunday. Yeah, I'm at work pulling in a couple of hours. That's the vibration that I'm putting out there. You know, can't sit up here and say you want money and ask for money and you ain't doing nothing to get it. That's how it go. So, just want to talk about paying attention to life, paying attention to everything. To be honest with you, the fact of the matter is that it's very important that we pay attention to what we ask for in life and pay attention to how it comes to us. Sometimes we ask for things in life and our life is not set up to receive these things. So there are times when God, the universe, will remove things from out of your life to prepare your life for that thing that you asked for. So we ask God for something. He moves things, shake things, the energy moves things, shake things to make things happen so that those things can come our way. We manifest things in our lives beyond a lot of our understanding. But the way life works is pretty simple from what I'm finding out. And life is beautiful. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep working it, and I'm going to keep saying life is beautiful. Let me get to it, though. Paying attention, how important it is to pay attention. We have so many examples in life as to why it's important for us to pay attention. And we have examples for us in life that shows us what happens when we don't pay attention, and examples in life that shows us what will happen when we do pay attention. When we do pay attention, things can be very rewarding. When we don't pay attention, things can be kind of costly. It can cost us time. Well, it costs time. That's the only thing it can cost. So if it costs you money, guess what? That's time. It's energy. So time is money. Money is time. It's all the same in a sense. So let's take our kids for examples. No, let's not. Yeah, let's take our kids for examples. You know, how many times have we told our kids, or not just our kids, but someone else's kids, to slow down? Pay attention to what you're doing. How many of us walk with a 1-year-old or even a 2-year-old, grab them by the hand and walk with them? Do you see everything that they lay their eyes on, how it catches their attention? They literally turns around and you pulling them and they walking. You pulling them and they walking, and they attention to somewhere else. They're not paying attention to you holding their hand, taking them in the direction in which they want to go. You hear that? You heard that? That's life. God have our hands, and he takes us in the direction in which we want to go, because that's the thing that we asked for. But we're so busy paying attention to other things that has nothing to do with what we asked God for. So guess what? When God is pulling us, steady telling, come on, let's go. We're going this way. No, not that way. When he pulling us and we don't come, guess what? We have something that we got to pay for. It's a price that we have to pay. Let me give you a prime example. I'll tell you a story about me. This happened a few years ago. This happened at least, I want to say, probably about, this happened to me, I want to say, probably about, this happened probably, I want to say, about 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. I'll never forget it. The summertime was coming around. I said, man, I want to give me a bike this summer. You know, I didn't want to rock it. That's neither here nor there. I wanted to get a bike, okay? And overtime was there. You know, I was getting it in, you know, doing what I needed to do, you know, to get the money to get the bike. And then this one particular night, I catch up with one of my buddies. He's like my brother, Wax. Shout out to Wax, Patrick. I was with him one night, and we went over in our neighborhood. And this particular night, went over in our neighborhood, you know, and it was some commotion going on over there. And it was some commotion going on with one of the guys. His name Bam. May Bam rest in peace. We love you, bro. And it was commotion going on with him involving another guy who wasn't from the neighborhood but just hung out around there. And me and Wax, we saw the commotion, you know, and we said to ourselves, Wax said, I'm going to stay right here. I said, I'm going to go see what's going on. Wax like, man, I ain't gonna be out here all day, Smalls. You know, we got to go. So I said, all right, I ain't gonna be long. I just want to see what's going on. Make a long story short, I went down there, went to see what was going on. Not only did I go to see what was going on, I ended up getting involved in it. When I got involved in it, I paid a price. I was supposed to pay attention to my friend Patrick. I was supposed to pay attention to Wax. That was God using him as a vessel to say, come on, we going this way. This is the way to your motorcycle. This is the way to a number of other things that you asked for. Not down there. I ended up going down there. Got involved. I was involved with the situation, I'll say, for about 15, 20 minutes. End result of me being involved in that situation, I ended up fracturing my finger. When I fractured my finger, I ended up being off work for about 3 months. Make a long story short, that night, I don't even know what Patrick went to that night. I know one thing, he went on about his business. He rode over there with me, but that's our neighborhood. Him getting back to where he wanted to go wasn't no issue. But make a long story short, I ended up paying, I paid a price. The price that I paid was I didn't get my motorcycle that summer. And I still didn't get my motorcycle. And it was only because I didn't pay attention. You know, I should have listened to my friend who told me, my brother, who said, come on, we going this way. Because at the end of the day, we wasn't really about that anymore. We was about relaxation. We was about enjoying. We was about less friction. We was about positive energy. That's what we represent. That's what we was representing that night. And I lost sight of that. I didn't pay attention. And it was just a test. That's all it was. It was a test. It was something for me to learn from. And I did. I learned from that. I learned from that dearly. End result of that, I ended up being off for 3 months. I came back to work. Ended up being in a situation at work where I was put in a situation, a predicament where I had to humble myself at work, which was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It was real good for me. But I just want to share that piece to let you guys know how important it is that we pay attention to the things that we ask for. And when things come out of the blue, seemingly out of the blue, just know that this is a part of that which I called upon. You know, I asked God for this. Sometimes things seem aggressive, but sometimes things need to be aggressive to move things out of your life. Sometimes things need to be aggressive to move you. Sometimes things need to be calm to move you. Whichever way it is, pay attention to it. And it's going to be right in your face. The best way to pay attention is to live in the moment. The best way to pay attention is to work on your emotions. That's the best way to pay attention. Work on your emotions. Your emotions will let you know if you're in a good place. Being in a positive state of mind takes you in man, it takes you on a good ride. You go on a good ride. It feels good. Having your mind in a positive place allows you to pay attention, and it keeps you open to a number of things that's going on around you. Guys, let's work on minding our own business. When we mind our own business, we're able to pay attention to the things that's happening to us. When we all in somebody else's situation and paying attention to what they got going on, it takes away from us. It takes away from us paying attention to our own lives. It takes away from us having that one-on-one relationship with God. It takes away from us paying attention to what God is telling us when we mind other people's business. Let's mind our own business. When we mind our own business, things are beautiful that way. When we mind our own business, things are awesome.